Welcome to our Trident Team Combat Guide. The purpose of this video is to show you as an individual how to be an asset to your team in almost any combat encounter in Star Citizen. And this video will serve as a guideline for orgs who want to become a more formidable PvP force. We'll go over all the basics of team combat, the do's and don'ts, and we'll go over a number of scenarios. Let's start with the pillars of team combat: aiming, positioning, and communication. Aiming is the easiest concept to explain, but it's also the most important. If you want to be an asset to your team, you need to hit your shots. It's that simple. If you can't aim, go practice. Positioning is a little bit more complicated, and we'll go over a few scenarios to demonstrate what we mean by positioning. But basically, the golden rule in any fight is to stay close to your team. It'll take some practice, and it can be difficult to keep track of where everyone is at all times. But it is so important to stay close so your team doesn't get picked off one at a time by your opponents. Let's take a look at this clip. In this example, I'm merging in on my wing lead, but then he takes off and gets way ahead of me. We call this trickling in, where we feed the enemy kills one at a time. See, now I'm by myself, and look how easy it is for them to all target me and shoot me at the same time. Dead in seconds. Stay close to your team, don't boost ahead of everybody else. Go in slow. It's the same thing when you jump into a point of interest. If you jump in one at a time, you're going to feed kills to your enemy. You have to jump in together. Merging as a team is similar to merging as an individual, except you need everyone to be in sync. The goal of merging is to get within range of your target, and you want your whole team to get within range at the same time. The whole point of merging on a target is so that everybody can start firing simultaneously. Every second counts in a team fight, and if you can kill your targets quickly, they won't have enough time to react. The last thing you want is to give your target an opportunity to escape. Let's take a look at these clips as an example of how quickly you can eliminate your targets when you all merge on them together. Orbiting is just as important as merging. A common mistake a lot of pilots make is they can ram each other while they're trying to focus on a target, especially bigger targets. Everyone on your team needs to keep at a safe distance from each other. Communicate your intentions to the rest of your team. When you're orbiting a target, everybody's going to be going in different directions. So another thing everyone can do is pick a distance from the target and stay within that range. Disengaging is difficult. You aren't going to be any use to your team if you're dead. So when you're in danger, you need to chaff, break off, get your shields back, and rejoin the fight. But your first instinct is going to be to break off in a random direction, away from the fight. This is a big mistake. When you break off from the rest of your team, you're singling yourself out as an easy target, and in a way, you're resetting the whole fight, but with one less fighter on your team. What you need to do is break off in the direction of your team. Bring the fight back to your team so they can help you, and you are still a threat to your enemy. If you are being pursued relentlessly, you can also fly around your team. The key is to stay close to your team and not get separated. Let's take a look at this example. In this clip, I'm being attacked constantly throughout the fight, and I'm utilizing chaff to disengage. But at the same time, I'm staying in the middle of the fight and attacking the targets who are being called. I survived for 42 seconds instead of 8, and I was being an asset to my team the whole time.
Stay on quarter.
Yep.
Oh, from me.
Getting overwhelmed, slows up, break off, come back.
Ship's
Backing out.
Well,
I've got 2 people on me.
wiggles.
Yeah. Go sec down. I'm almost down.
Next target.
Go to Saudi.
Back in, coming back to you guys.
Obviously, the other team won that engagement, but during that fight, I was an asset to my team the whole time. Communication is so important. Every org needs good communication in any PvP encounter. Communication is needed for cohesion and tactical awareness. A large group can easily turn comms into unintelligible noise without discipline. Communication needs to be short and specific. There needs to be enough room for leadership to give direction to their team, and for the rest of the team to relay information back to leadership so they can make the right decisions. Every org is going to have their own protocols for battle comms, but all teams need to have the ability to call targets, and they need to be aware if someone has died or left the engagement. Communication is cohesion. It gives your team the ability to act together as a single unit. If your team doesn't fly in with a plan or leadership, you're going to be defeated by an opponent who does. Other things that can affect the outcome of a fight are experience, morale, and attitude. This video will not make your org better at PvP. This is a guide. You have to put this into practice. The more you fight, the better you will get. Your org will only grow its PvP prowess by fighting other orgs regularly. You will lose a lot of fights along the way, but don't get discouraged. It's part of the process. Morale can drastically change how people fight. Morale comes from expectations. When you fly into a fight expecting to lose, you're probably going to lose. If you go into a fight with confidence, you're going to be at your best. Good leadership and experience will increase your team's confidence. Good attitude comes from character. Star Citizen is just a game. Don't take yourself so seriously. Have fun with it. Relax. PvP is fun. Org battles are fun. You can't lose if you're having a blast. Also, the only way to get cool friends is to be cool. Say a good fight no matter who wins. Be a good sport about it and people will remember you. I hope this video helps and I wish you all good luck and good hunting.
Me and them boys, we ain't friends.